Yo, what's up? It's Cat Videos. You're about to watch me in VR chat spray paint an image of a goldfish, if you will. This is the spray paint map. There's a lot of warm up at the beginning of this, but once I get going, I can't be stopped. But while I do the wall art, the graffiti, I kind of wanted to talk about art block a little bit. Currently, kind of going through a pretty unmotivated time right now. Some might call it art block. It's not that I feel less creative, but I do feel like I don't know what I'm going to do next. And it's kind of impending, like almost like impending doom. And what I usually do to get through these times when I'm not necessarily inspired is I still always draw. It doesn't matter what you're drawing, even if you're doodling while talking on the phone or talking to friends in Discord. I usually my go to is like eyeballs or eyes, but sometimes I will just find something um, to draw that I can like mimic essentially. I use Instagram a lot. You can use Pinterest or Tumblr, of course, too. Any way you can save images from other people. And I save not only artwork but models and like clothing designers and stuff. Just anything that looks pretty that catches my eye that I'd like to draw. And this goldfish right here that I'm drawing came a little bit from some inspiration that I found on Instagram. But I also just really love goldfish, so I really wanted to draw one. And then I added little horns and I turned it into like a little demon goldfish. But it's based off of my favorite kind of goldfish, which is the lion's mane or lion head goldfish. So it kind of has like a bumpy, fluffy head. Anyway, whatever you get inspired by, seek out images that represent things that you like, whether it's nature or models on Instagram or just people posing for their outfit of the day. And I have folders on Instagram where I kind of separate um, the saved images into. I'm looking at it right now. I have a models folder, a cats folder, which has also a picture of a pigeon for whatever reason. I also have one called Scene, and it's just like landscapes that I like and everything. And then there's the Everything folder, which has all of your saves. And going in here, I save a lot of fashion, a lot of landscapes, other people's artwork. Currently, I'm obsessed with anime. So there's a lot of anime dudes and girls, as well as e-boys. I don't want to explain that one. But yeah, and yeah, and there's also some baking videos in here too. But like anytime I feel less inspired, I kind of just scroll down my Instagram saved folder and until I like look at something that I don't know makes my brain uh, feel that little hit of dopamine, I guess. And then I draw it, or I try to draw it or something similar to it. I'll do like an abstract of it where it's like more of an illustration or a cartoon, and and then work from there. And then I just draw until I get more inspiration or more excitement over an art project. But yeah, another thing you can do to get like through an art block is you can thumbnail, and that's usually just drawing smaller pictures of a bigger idea, and so you can keep it small. It can just be doodles or scribbles. You don't have to be attached to them. I mean, you shouldn't be too attached to a thumbnail. Like thumbnailing in general should help you get composure of an art, like how your where your shapes go, where your lighting is at, maybe a general idea of the layout of your painting or picture, whatever it is you intend on creating. So that's always fun. I actually only recently started thumbnailing, and it comes in clutch. I do have to say, I think I've improved significantly when it comes to like composition and everything of my arts, and I've been putting a lot more critical thinking into how my art is balanced on the page or paper. And in general, I mean, I would say my final tip is to practice in times of a dry spell. And uh-oh, that was my friend Lorne just popping in to say hi for a second there. Yeah, so I have two different art books. I have George Bridgman's Drawing from Life book, and then I have like an ink illustration book, like for tips on inking and everything. And they're both just about as girthy. But I started out with the George Bridgman book, and I would just basically flip through chronologically and draw every single page. And this is really good for when you have an art block, because you just draw it. Like, you're not attached to these images, but it's really helping you, especially with the George Bridgman book, it's helping you understand like perspective of like a head or a body, or like where the balance of a human figure is, because sometimes you put your in certain stances, all of your weight or balance is on one foot than the other, but you can also be like equally balanced. And that book really has taught me a lot about the human figure and balance, and where muscles go, and perspective, like head perspective and all of that. So when I don't know what to do, if I'm completely at my wit's end, not feeling like drawing anything fuck it. I crack open my George Bridgman book and I mindlessly practice the human form. And that's just what I do. You can alter that as you see fit, but that's what's gotten me through being an artist, going through an art dry spell. And this is about the end, so I'll have to say goodbye, but also say hello to my friend Lauren.